Good day, Goal Getter. This is Tony Woodall, your host with Goal Getting Podcast, and it's time for the Goal Getting Quote of the Day. I want to tell you about a quote that I saw as I was driving into San Francisco this morning. It is on the boards or wood fencing around a new building that's going up near where I was going. And the quote said, "If you haven't found it, keep looking. Don't settle," by Steve Jobs. And, as I was researching that quote, that really resonates with me because I've tried so many things and I've been looking to become successful in many different things. And, I don't feel like I've found it yet. I have been successful in a lot of things. I've gotten a lot farther than I ever expected myself to get. Well, that's not true, because I always expect to be the best at what I do and to get everywhere that I want to go. But I just haven't quite got to what I want to achieve yet. And I'm going to keep looking. But as I saw that quote and doing some research on it, it's not all there is to the quote by Steve Jobs. And Steve Jobs is somebody that inspired me for many years and still does. Unfortunately, he passed away not too long ago. And working here in the city and using Apple products and learning more about Steve Jobs, I've really grown to admire and respect his thinking, especially as you listen to and read some of the quotes that he has and some of the thoughts that he had later on life before he passed. It makes you start thinking. But what this quote actually goes further to say is that as with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as the years roll on. And that's very important, not just because he's not really talking about anything in particular, just whatever it is you're looking for. And if you haven't found it, keep looking. And the most important part, I feel, of this quote that he has here is don't settle. Don't settle for less than what you want. And that's one of the things that Napoleon Hill has talked about in many of his books. And, when you think about the law of attraction and everything, you really should be demanding of life and accept no substitutes for what your desires and your goals are. Don't settle for second best. Don't settle for what you don't want. Now is the time to reach out and grasp and go for it. Until you find it, keep working towards that. Don't just settle and take what life throws at you. You want to demand what you want from life and let it go from there. Don't settle. So as Steve Jobs says, if you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll find it, or as with all matters of the heart, you'll know it when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better and better as years roll on. And life does. So go out, grab what you want, demand it from life. When you find it, you'll know it, but don't settle. Make today a great day. Thank you for listening to Goal Getting Podcast. This has been Goal Getting Podcast Quote of the Day, and I'm your host, Tony Woodall. Look forward to you coming and listening to us. If you're not already listening to Goal Getting Podcast at our weekly shows, please come listen to us. We are on iTunes and Stitcher, and we hope that you would come out and listen to us. We're also on SoundCloud, so if you listen to SoundCloud, you can find us there. Go out and have a great day. Make it a great day. And again, don't settle. And if you haven't found it, keep looking.